Okay, I'm going to share something with you. I hope it's an epiphany. This could be mind-blowing for some of you. I'm going to share some information that you probably already know, maybe not. It's scientific, it's about your physical body, and I'm going to show you and talk to you about, in a scientific way, as scientific as I can be. I'm not an expert, but I'm going to prove to you that what you possess right now is so unbelievably powerful that you could tap into it today and see results that would be mind-blowing. But only you can do that. I'll show you how to do it. I'm going to explain where the power is and how you can access it. Are you ready to go there? Let's go. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube. Coffee, nice and hot. It's chilly out here in Atlanta. 2021. Woo-wee! What a year, huh? We got more to come. Now I want to talk to you about your physical body and that power that you actually wield. Because you are a perfect light being in a dense body, you are experiencing the limitations of the dense body because we're still believing and in that mindset of density. People that are awakened and do miracles and all those other things go outside the body and tap into what they are. That's all they're doing. Every single person has the ability to do that. Now I'm going to share something with you that I hope is the epiphany, and you'll hopefully go, whoa, okay, I can totally do this now. Scientists are proving that our DNA is changing. This has been happening. In fact, there are babies out there who have different DNA structure than we do. You can look it up, believe it or not. You know what? We can't trust anything out there to be true. Only we can trust what we believe. So here's what I'm going to share with you. You know the junk DNA that I talked about? How can, if we evolve, and of course Darwin proved that, there was evolution of species. In other words, it changed to adapt to environments and different things. That's real. Where you believe we came from, that he never claimed that we came from apes and evolved. I have my own opinion on that, which I'm not going to go into, but I believe that we are absolutely not just something that evolved so much as a purposeful creation. And so what I want to share with you is because of that, and our bodies prove that we are purposeful and not evolving from something else, even though everything evolves, but not in the way you may think. We use a small percentage of our brain. In order to evolve, one must require more brain power, and so evolve into that. We start with the brain power, and we are down here in this little pea brain area, not even using any of it. Now some people do. Now when you meditate, you tap into other areas that you usually don't use. People will have out-of-body experiences, and they have monitored that and shown that they are going into areas of the brain that we normally don't use. So we believe that's some strange, weird thing because we're so much in our little pea area of the brain that we're not tapping into the powers. We can actually use your brain right now, not something you have to evolve into. Every person was given the capacity to do off the charts amazing things. We do have some limitations because the human body is so dense that there's so much it can take, including our DNA that has junk DNA that they're finding out. Why would we have all these spaces in our DNA that we don't use? We are meant to evolve into it spiritually. Here's the epiphany. We were programmed physically to be able to handle awakening. Awakening is a higher frequency. It's when we tap into a power that is so great, it goes beyond the dense body and taps into the quantum field, the higher self of which you never left because everything's one thing. All right? We're just transforming into different expressions of the one. It doesn't change. You're not this perfect thing and then now this dense thing, and you're separate from that. You are that, experiencing it. In order for you to go into, and this is our assignment, to go into the great awakening and raise the frequency of the planet, the human body has to be able to handle that. A lot of you are having symptoms. If we didn't have the brain capacity and the DNA ready to go, we wouldn't be able to transition into that super high frequency in a short period of time, which could be days or years or even centuries. We couldn't do it. The human body couldn't take it. That's why some of you have some experiences physically, symptoms, headaches, heart palpitations, high blood pressure, some things that don't feel good because your frequency is raising. I actually went through a time period and I'm like a super healthy person. It's like, what is this? You know, and then it stopped. I was getting, I called charges, electromagnetic field charges through my body. It was happening on a regular basis. It has stopped. And everything else that, you know, my body was going through stopped too. There was a raising of a frequency within myself and my body, my field, my energy field. And the body has to catch up with that. But if we don't have the capacity to take it on in the first place, we would never be able to go into the awakened state because we would all get, die because the body couldn't handle it. Is this an epiphany for you? I got that download. In other words, why do you think we have all of these things ready? Why would we be born with things that we don't use and haven't for centuries? Because it's waiting for us to use it. You can use it today. You can start to tap into your brain power. You can start to tap into your whole frequency. And that structure of your DNA will, when you go to higher frequency and it's all coiled up, it starts to open up. What does that mean? You are now tapping into unbelievable powers. It's a fact. DNA, when you're worried, coils up and it causes problems in the body, illness and other things on a lower frequency. When you go into meditation and positive thinking and going into the space of which a reality you can create, and it's true, it's not blinders, it's you understanding what's going on out there instead of thinking that's the material world. It's going into that higher frequency, realizing that change is painful. It's necessary to go into the higher frequency because we're letting go of the stuff that doesn't work. That we are now going into transition in a very positive way, but we have to contribute to that and not get caught up in the garbage. So in other words, if you go into this space, your DNA will open up, you will be healthier, your immune system goes up. This is all facts. This is scientific and medical facts. It opens up. You start to fire off places in your DNA that we never used before. Mystical and DNA, it's all light. It's all light-based. Everything in it. Your brain, the physical part of you, now starts to kick in areas that connect to the quantum field, and you will have experiences as a human that are out of body. In other words, you're taking that energy field out into the quantum field, which is all intelligent, constantly creating. That's what quantum physics is. It's all intelligence that creates with no judgment, and when you focus on it and you're out here, your brain starts to kick in. Your DNA, everything starts to kick in on that super high frequency. It's all waiting there for you to use it. Every single person has this capacity. There are people who've had their huge parts of their brains removed that were able to do the exact same things and before the operation and actually got college degrees. How's that possible? Because nothing actually goes away. Have you ever seen the pictures of the leaf with certain types of photography? You guys will know. You'll know the terms. I didn't look this up, but where they will tear the leaf in half, take a picture, and that half will still be there. They'll take a picture of a parking lot, then later on come take another picture when the cars are gone, and they can actually see the cars still there and read the license plates. So nothing actually leaves. So what I'm trying to share with you is that you could remove and do certain things, but you still have access to everything. Everything's still a probability It's not about the physical world anymore. Yet we do have the physical capabilities to go into that space so that our bodies can handle the highest frequency without blowing up. We probably like spontaneous combustion, just explode, because this high frequency just would have no ability to, be in this body, or let's just say occupy this body. I hope this was an epiphany for you, because when I got that information, I realized, oh my gosh, that makes perfect sense. And this is not something I read or looked up at all. I just was given this information that people must know, that they absolutely, right now, it's not something you have to evolve into from a physical standpoint. It's ready for you to evolve spiritually into. Right now, it exists. You have all that DNA ready to fire off. You have a brain that can start functioning in unbelievable ways. And your heart, which is a separate brain, operates separately, can now be developed in ways that are amazing. You put on an electromagnetic field, all of that connects to everything. It creates, it manifests, it puts you into a different frequency and a different reality according to every single thing you choose. You don't have to believe this. You can stay in the material world and tell yourself you're some little peon that has no power. Okay, that's a choice too. I hope that you choose the higher frequency, because I know that you will experience something amazing and realize what you are that always was there, but in a physical body, very difficult to carry off, let's put it that way. All right, so Manifest Anything, my free video series is right here. This one, you'll see what it says, Manifest Anything, that's free. And then I give you all kinds of offers for upcoming classes. Every month, I will spend probably about 1.5 hours with you. It's very inexpensive. It just covers my costs. Come on over, spend time with me. We're going to work on this together, and then you have unlimited access to the recording. So you can come over, sign up, and you'll get notified of the next one, or go to landriaonkka.com and find out what I'm doing there, because I've got some amazing things, including a membership that I'm going to offer you, that every month you just automatically get to come into the webinars and the trainings. If you go to this one, landriaonkka.net, you can sign up for free videos that talk about how do I get out of this stressful financial, troubles, and, I don't have the skills to get a better job, and we're learning all of that here, all of that. I am now a consultant to businesses who want to know how to influence the public in a very positive way. I learned that from here. Now I've become an expert, and you can do the same thing. You can be a coach or take any skill that you have. Let's raise our frequency. Let's go into that space of creativity, opens up your DNA, fires off things in your brain. We want to go into that space of passion and positivity. So if you come over here, they talk about that all the time. It's like, how do we use these technical skills that we learn there to do amazing things? You could teach people online how to do things that you love and get paid for it. And people are happy to pay for things that are positive instead of stuff that's not so good for us, right? All right, so come on over, either one of those. Go down in the description. You can find stuff down there. Come see me over on Instagram or Facebook. I'm on BitChute. I'm on Twitter. I'm the one saying the positive stuff. Don't get caught up in the other stuff, all right? Hopefully we'll have tracking that sees that you're listening to my channel, and they'll start to send you other positive stuff of other teachers out there who are telling you there's nothing to fear. This is a very uncomfortable place, but it's not who and what you are. It's temporary. You hold all this power. You can use it anytime. You have to focus on it. I'm going to start I think I'll start doing some classes to teach you how to do that too. Wouldn't that be fun? You are whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.